Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Colosseum. Last episode we finished up business with Venus, and we found our way to the Shadow Pokemon Lab, getting a key to this door, and then unlocking this door, and then getting a key to this door. This episode, we're finally going to set foot in the long foretold Shadow Pokemon Lab and see what kind of damage we can do here. The last enemy team lab we were in got blown up. And the last enemy team that we were a part of, we blew up their base. So, I think you know what might happen. JK, that doesn't happen. However, I do want to start off by teaching Brick Break to a Pokemon. I was going to save this TM, but after some more research, I don't need it anymore. And we're going to give it to Ampharos. I was thinking about giving it to Typhlosion because he's a little bit better of a physical attacker. However, Ampharos has no coverage outside of lightning moves, and it's not really the best. So I want to give him a little bit of coverage because I also want to use him here. We're going to leave Espeon in. Yeah, I think Espeon would be a good fit for him. And we're going to get on getting on. Now, the Shadow Pokemon that has one of the coolest soundtracks in my opinion. I believe we want to start by going down. There's a lot of locked doors, a lot of stuff we're not going to be able to do yet. Well, I can dump the data. Let's see now. What? Quit annoying me. You better get ready or Master Ian will... Huh? You two, you're not lab staff! Huh, what gave it away, buddy? Researcher Lethco. What a name. Now this place is filled with electric type Pokemon, like I mentioned last episode. So if you have a ground type, this place is going to be an absolute breeze for you. We do not have a ground type though, so we are going to have a slightly more difficult time. And by slightly more difficult, I mean we just might have to 2-hit KO things and not 1-hit KO everything. I need to switch Espeon to the second spot. If I have learned anything, it's that Espeon needs to be in that second spot, or else Espeon does not do Espeon things. Yay, Ampharos leveled up though. Ampharos is doing I'm excited. Ampharos is doing Ampharos things. And that Brick Break is already coming in handy. Alright, let's Psybeam and Brick Break again. It just hurts. It hurts every time he just looks over his shoulder and I'm not there. It's so sad. Alright, and that is the first battle defeated. Easy peasy, no damage. We love it. I don't have time for this. You don't have time to get your ass beat? Love it. I feel you, dude. I don't have time for that either. You too. If you don't vacate the premise, Master Ian will do terrible things to you. Oh, I bet. Won't threaten me with a good time. What was I doing? Ah, second spot. Switch you all around. Perfect. Alright, now we can be happy. Can't go down here yet. Don't have the key for it. So let's head up here. Through here. Is there another scientist? No, but there is a DNA sample. Now these are going to become apparent later on. Oh hey! Intruder alert! Hello, Cole. Cole is packing some normal type Pokemon. Now, we've already caught a Shadow Fur, but how about that Aipom there? Eh? Can we go a little faster? Aipom is another normal type Shadow Pokemon. Now, I just did some research on this thing, and for be told, it is another Baton Pass agility user. Now, this one might be a little bit better for you to be completely honest. I still think the Plusle would be the best agility baton passer. But this Pokemon, I believe it can learn Screech. I'm like 95% sure it also learns Screech on top of agility and baton pass, so it could set up pretty good. I mean, if Fury Swipes hits 5 times, it'll do some damage, but Aipom, unfortunately, is just a strong setup style Pokemon. There's not really much it's gonna be able to do for you outside of that, unfortunately. Let's go Swift. But yeah, agility baton pass is really good, and if it can learn Screech like I'm thinking, that's a really good move. That'll soften up just about any Pokemon in the game. Oh, this Remoraine's in for a world of pain. Bye-bye, buddy. Oh, I love whenever you predict a computer perfectly like that and good things happen. Cast Form. Okay. Oh, that's not the best thing for you to transform into, buddy. Alright, let's go Thunderbolt on the Cast Form, and we'll hit Return on the Aipom. Return shouldn't KO because his Espeon probably hates me. Weather Ball, that's gonna do like no damage. I honestly feel like I have both my special defensive tank. I love you, Espeon. I love you so much. Oh, I really hope this Aipom's paralyzed. Oh, I really hope this Aipom. Thank goodness. Okay, that could have been very embarrassing. Alright, let's throw the Ultra Ball. And we're gonna get out of dodge with you. Let's go to Typhlosion. Hope for a first time catch. That'll make me really happy. 2, 3. Oh. 3 shakes is the biggest tease in Pokemon history. I know everyone knows this back in the days when you were just chucking Ultra Balls for hours on end at a Pokemon with like red HP, is like paralyzed or whatever, and it was just hours, hours, hours of ball chucking and saving and resetting and re-getting to your situation, and I know we all remember those times. All the 1 shake and 2 shakes that get out, and then you get like a 3rd shake and you get so happy, and then it just break out and you're broken. You're like, alright, well now it's really weak and easy to catch, and the next ball you throw just comes out right away. Or you try to hold down L because you thought L meant lock. That's what I did. I held down the L button because I thought L meant I was like locking the Pokeball shut. Didn't work. It usually failed, actually. Every time I did that, it usually didn't work. Praying this one works. I think we're good. Let's go! Also, I'll probably, when we get out of this place, I'll show it off in a video, but I figured out how to get that walk glitch thing to work for Pokemon Purification. I've been kind of doing it in between episodes, because we do need to purify every single Pokemon to get the 100% reward, and doing it legit would be torturous. What's in here? I like how you could literally just run around this guy and he doesn't like really care. I'm gonna battle him off screen now. Oh boy. I think we're good. I had to switch out to Typhlosion because Espeon was still weak. Ominous. Alright, carrying on. So you're Wes, aren't you? The word is you've been wrecking havoc with our plans. This guy is required, so I am going to show him off, even though he's probably just another professor. But this gives me a time to talk about my, how do I want to word this? My ideology? My idea? My solution to the game? Yeah, I guess you can call it that. So the big problem with this game, and what a lot of people have with it, is that the level scaling is kind of crap. And rightfully so, the level scaling is pretty bad at times. Lady Venus has level 45 Pokemon, and we're in the next dungeon, I guess you can call it, after Lady Venus, and the Pokemon are still 4 or 5 levels under. We are now over leveled. We were under leveled, but now we are over leveled. So that just goes to show kind of the level scaling extremities. Oh, sorry, Typhlosion. They say lightning never strikes the same place twice, but I guess for you, they're lying. Let's go. Let's just go back in Espeon. Anyway, so the problem with the level scaling is it's just really out of whack in this area of the game. Now, what I feel like they could have done, okay, and hear me out. Let's say you went to the Pokemon Lab first before you went to the Under. And in the Pokemon Lab, you could only access the left side, or maybe make it to where you can access the right side very vaguely and battle like a few trainers in there. But you can only battle the left side and make it so there's a couple of Cipher peons there and all that good jazz. Alright? So you go through there, and then you go through the place that got blown up. Now, you can't cross that, but let's say the place didn't get blown up, you can go through there. I'm about to say, we almost lost another Pokemon just from this guy Thunder spamming. Anyway, so you can go through that place now that's not blown up. You battled a few trainers, right? So now you battle a few more trainers, you take the train, now you're underneath where Venus ran away to. You go back up, you go up the staircase, you battle the 4 trainers before Venus, giving you Shadow Pokemon that you could inevitably use against Venus. Like, that Piloswine has, whatever the ability is, Oblivious, the ability that makes it so you can't be hit by Tract, which would be absolutely perfect. I think Espeon's dead here. Hey, let's go! So you have Pokemon you can actually use against Venus. You also have more XP, which means you're not just doing 2 required battles in between Dakin and Venus. Alright, so then you breach in Venus through the back door. And her line saying, oh, how'd you guys get here, kind of makes more sense, because literally we went in through the front door. Yes, Silva took the key, or whatever, took the R key and whatever, and did that. But just make it to where Silva takes the R key and, like, kind of has a disguise on or whatever, and brings the disc over to us so we can get back, you know, to the Under. Then we start exploring the Under, yada yada yada. We somehow get the main gate key to come here, and then we come back to the Shadow Pokemon Lab at the end before Ian. That is my idea of how they could have differentiated the storyline, still make it make sense, and the level scaling I feel like would have been a lot better. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm like completely forgetting something. That's the key to go down, so we are going to use that. I think, do I need to heal, or can I just switch out? Oh, yeah, I do need to heal. I'm going to go heal real quick, and then I'll meet you guys at that down key. But, yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about that idea. I just feel like it would have split up the main story a little bit better. Obviously, if you do Miracle B in Power Colosseum, you'll be leveled perfectly fine. Like, I kind of wrecked Venus, and I feel like my Pokemon's levels had a lot to do with that. But yeah, let me know what you think about my idea, because I really am kind of high on that idea, and I feel like it's actually be like a really good change for the game. Alright, and we're back. And also, I wanted to mention, last episode we KO'd that Sneasel, and I put in there, should this count as push-ups? I haven't even released that video yet, but I am going to count that as 10 more push-ups at the end of the series during the push-up compilation. So the whiteout's 10 plus 10 push-ups, and any shadow Pokemon fainted from here on out is also plus 10 push-ups. Gotta get swole. Gotta get strong. But man, the Pokemon here are just so underwhelmingly low level. Like, it's crazy how strong. Actually, let's go Brick Break. I always forget if Nuzleaf. You know what, we're gonna figure out today. I'm not sure if Nuzleaf is part. Yeah, it's part dark. Okay, well, I figured that out. I always forget if Nuzleaf gets the dark type or if it's just Shiftry. Shiftry is a really cool Pokemon I've never used. It's like one of my favorite design-wise, but yeah, I just never. Oh god, I don't know if Carvana is part dark either. I think it is. Let's try it. Let's learn. We're learning things. Woo! We're 0 for 2, but we're learning things today that we'll probably forget tomorrow. Good thing I taught Brick Break the Ampharos. That's come in more handy than I could even have imagined. We're getting quite a bit of XP here still. Anyway, here is another Shadow Pokemon, Murkrow. Now, this thing, the stats are nice. Like, they're not bad. They're really not bad stats. But they need to be a little bit better, and then it doesn't really get a lot of moves to support those stats. It'll get Fly, which is 70 powered stab. It'll get Feint Attack, so it could be a mixed attacker. Mean Look could be okay because sometimes Pokemon actually do switch out, which I guess could be something you're looking for. You can give it a few TMs that will really help it out and make it more well-rounded. And its ability is pretty good. So, like, it's so average that if you want to use it, go for it. It'll probably do good things. It's very frail, though. I will say that. It is very, very frail. I was hoping I was going to get a lucky catch. Very frail, so if you're expecting a tank, that's not what you want. But it does damage. It does damage in weird, unconventional moves, but if that's your thing, I'm not going to steer you away from it. Hopefully we can catch it relatively soon, though. Let's throw a return up on it. Murkrow is yet again another Pokemon that once it got an evolution, it got super good. But until that point, yeah. I still don't know why they haven't done a new, like, revamped version of Ori region and of Pokemon Colosseum. Like, I know the fans want it, and they could literally use the same region they've used twice. Like, they have the region, they'd have to remodel it, like refurbish it and everything, obviously, to make it up to today's standards, but you know, the template's there, the grunt work's there. You just gotta kind of program stuff. I mean, I don't know, I'm talking about how hard programming is and all that, but you know, you don't gotta think of an idea. You have the rough draft. Yeah, that's the word. You have the rough draft there, and I feel like a lot of Pokemon fans would really love to play through a modern day version of a Shadow Pokemon catching game. I really believe this is probably the best, like, story idea they've had since, you know, or besides the standard 8 gym Elite Four kind of style they do. I liked what they did with Sun and Moon, but I don't know. It didn't hit. It didn't hit right. Sun and Moon were great games, but the whole island idea, like, yeah, you had the leaders of the island, you had the boss Pokemon. The boss Pokemon kind of felt like if you were prepared for them, you just destroyed them. Especially in, like, Arceus, too. Like, some of the boss Pokemon, you would just literally one-hit. Arceus is a fantastic game, though. If you're a Pokemon fan and you're kind of on the fence about Arceus, it is a fantastic game. Thank God we finally got it. I shouldn't really complain. I don't think we've really gone that dry on catching any Pokemon. You might be young, but you know what you're doing. You hear that? Let's heal up real quick. And we keep on going here. Hey dude, I've been hired to tend to Pokemon, so that's what I've been doing this whole time. Were your folks wanting a Pokemon too? I would love a Pokemon! Is that so? It's a shame, but they're all gone. They've all been taken away somewhere. Every last one of them. Aww. I'm sad now. I wanted Pokemon. What's this? Ah, another DNA sample. Something we will use for later. Let's head a little bit more down. We're gonna go this way. Oh, no, it's a dead end. Never mind. We're not gonna go that way. We're gonna go this way. Whee! Ah, hello. It's off limits beyond here. I thought this whole place was off limits, but you know, I guess it's fine. I guess it's cool. Ah, up Jupiter. And a fortress. Now, that fortress, I'm sure you guys can imagine, it is a shadow Pokemon. Now, this guy is a physical behemoth of a Pokemon. If you need a tank, look absolutely no farther than here, because you got yourself a probably one of the best tanks in Pokemon, period. Unfortunately, for a while, it's not going to do much more than that. While it's a Shadow Pokemon, it still has access to Shadow Rush, which will give it a good physical move to take advantage of that 90 attack stat. It doesn't get another physical move by level up until 59, where you get Double Edge. However, you can teach it the Earthquake TM. The Earthquake TM is pretty valuable, but at the same time, you can afford to use it on this guy, because this guy's going to be in for a long time. It's going to be hard to take this thing out. Unless you hit it with a Fire-type move, it's probably not going to die. It also comes equipped with Rapid Spin. If you save your Toxic TM, this is a perfect Pokemon to use it on. You can use Protect if you want to put Earthquake on another Pokemon. Why do you have a Zubat? Oh my goodness. See right there, that is just the tanking prowess of Forretress. Brick Break has been one-hitting everything up until this point. Oh my god. Ooh, just that. Okay. We're gonna chance it. This is probably really stupid, but we're gonna go this route. I think Bubble Beam will do quite a bit of damage. Not a lot, but enough. And then that did Quick Claw? No, Quick Claw didn't activate, so Ampharos is just faster than a Zubat. Makes sense, but like, I don't know, just weird. I think that's a dead Ampharos. Yep, that's a dead Ampharos. I took the chance. It's fine. We're getting to the point of the game where it is getting harder and harder to sustain all these strong attacks. I do want to set up a Reflect, and I think I'm actually going to take this turn and just throw in Actually, let's throw a netball. That would be cool. Fortress's catch rate isn't the lowest, so it shouldn't be too hard to catch it. Yeah, there we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And this Swablu is is gonna use Safeguard. Oh, there is nothing that can guard you from what I'm about to do. Let's hit with a wing attack and a side beam. Breaks my heart every time I see Espeon look over its shoulder and me not being there. That's okay. Excellente. You think you're tough? Yeah, you know, I'm pretty strong. I got some good Pokemon. Alright, guys. I think we're going to cut it off here. Next episode, we're going to go in the off-limits portion of this area. Find some more Shadow Pokemon, and potentially find Ian. Who knows? Also, for those of you who are wondering, Forretress, as good as it is not the 6th member of the team. That member will come soon now. Who knows? Maybe it'll be next episode. Or the one after that. Or the one after that. Find out next time on Pokemon Colosseum.